Here we go. What?
We're live.
We're live. Hi.
We're actually here.
Live through the power of the internet. Boogie 20 something 20.
Don't leave that man alone right now.
Hello, everybody, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Happy New Year.
Festivus.
And Festivus. Actually, Festivus is tomorrow. It's today. No, it might be tomorrow. I can't remember. Welcome to the Model Citizen Show. I'm your host, Logan Moore.
Hi.
It is the Christmas season. It is the season of giving, the season of cheer. Everybody gather around the bush this year. That's actually from Crimbus, the Tim and Eric Crimbus special.
The bush?
No, it's a Crimbus bush. You got to keep it trimmed and wet.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
This is from the Tim and Eric holiday special, Crimbus special. You can buy it now on DVD. We're back. We've been away for, I don't know, we've been like really infrequent lately with this show. I don't know. Who cares? I'm done worrying about it. Everybody's here this week. Max is here. Hi, Max.
Hi. I've never seen an episode of Seinfeld, but I know Festivus is a thing.
Yeah, you got to get that not wooden. You got to get that aluminum pole out. That's right. No tree. You just got an aluminum pole. Isn't that right? Michael Ruiz.
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Seinfeld either. so.
Michael, okay. And also here is Mario. Hopefully Mario's not a disappointment. Mario?
I've seen enough of Seinfeld to be warranted. It's very lukewarm.
I like that episode where they're in the Chinese restaurant. I've seen that one. That was a good one.
I can't believe you haven't watched Seinfeld because it's a great show for us white folks.
Jeez. Seinfeld's on too late for me.
Seinfeld can be on at any time. What are you talking about?
It's on Hulu, Max, and I promise you, there's no commercials.
We have someone else's Hulu, which is how Abby watches her cooking shows and her America's Next Top Model.
You know what? You could also watch on Hulu. You could watch Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown Live.
That is right.
Isn't that right, wrestling boys?
Oh my God!
Today's episode is sponsored by the WWE.
It's true.
It's damn true.
Yeah.
Hey! I'm not supposed to watch wrestling until that big event here.
Yeah, that's
coming up
in
soon.
a month.
That's in a month.
Yeah, that's in a month.
I can't wait.
You got it.
Max needs to be watching the lead up. He needs
No.
to. He needs
Yeah,
to watch
not going in cold.
No, you
You gotta learn the storylines before you get there, though.
That's
gotta
true.
get to the road to.
Is there okay? You know how like for video games and stuff, like before some big sequel comes out, like Halo 7, they're like everything you need to know about Halo 7 story, and
Here's
it's like
this Halo podcast,
and it just summarizes Halo 1 through 6 for you. Is there that for WrestleMania? Like
Halo
all
6
you need to
isn't
know
out
about
yet.
WrestleMania.
Halo 6 is not out. But yes, they do show promos before the matches. So
No, not promos.
Sometimes
Like, is there just like a
obsessively.
blog I can go read?
no, like
No,
there
you don't
will
need
let-
to.
there will
This is
literally
what
be-
John Cena's been up to, even though we can't see him.
No,
That's
there will
what
literally be.
John Cena's not been on Raw or SmackDown for a long time, so you won't really need to know what he's been.
No, he's coming back.
He'll be
Coming
back in
next week.
Chicago, though. Actually,
Max,
The Rock
there
and
are-
Oh shit! Is he gonna be in Chicago?
yeah, he's gonna be in Chicago.
He's gonna be really excited.
You can't see him though.
I will see him.
Max with the
Damn.
old standby jokes. Actually, no. When you watch this pay-per-view, Max, there are 3 to 5 minute. There are some like 3 to 5 minute promos ahead of every match that basically breaks down the entire story leading up to
Perfect.
said match.
Yeah,
You'll be well
Perfect.
informed.
they got to fill the 3 hours somehow. You know.
Yeah, because
Yes.
3 hours,
Just
like
like the UFC.
yeah, out of the 3 hours, I'd say like 110
There's like 2
minutes
matches.
is actual wrestling. Like
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah, I could maybe
All right.
agree with
Like
that.
I don't even think it's a full 2 hours. Honestly.
No, because there's a lot of because then they do promos like on a mic.
Yeah.
So, so
Then they
that might
cut
be a thing.
backstage and they're like, "We're going back to Charlie," and then they're like, "And what our 8 announce crews are here," and you get to hear like they're
Yeah.
from Brazil, they're from China, and then,
Yeah, and then you see Funaki.
Funaki!
Yeah.
oh,
That's fun.
it's Shinsuke Nakamura. They always say that at the Japanese table. They did it the other night during Clash of Champions.
They did.
Next
They
month.
did.
Don't worry.
That's a good-
I'll
that's a good
finally have watched wrestling at a ripe 23 and a half years old.
Here's the thing, Max. If you do not like the Royal Rumble, and I'm not talking the pay-per-view as a whole, because
Wait, I
card's
thought this was
already-
WrestleMania.
no,
No,
is
no.
the road to WrestleMania. So here's the thing.
Oh.
We'll explain this. because you don't know this. I gotta make myself.
Will The Rock be there, or is he only at WrestleMania?
Rock had his last title run like 5 years ago.
But he was at WrestleMania last year, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he did something.
He hosted it, or no?
Yeah,
no, New Day hosted it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he hosted it. Like Rock hosted it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
How does that work, by the way? I have not seen a WrestleMania forever, but people host the WrestleMania.
They come out at the start, and then they come out once more in the middle, and then that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hosting WrestleMania.
Great. All right. Dressed up as Super Saiyans. Lovely.
Anyway, continue.
Oh, the Royal Rumble. Okay, first off, if you don't like the Royal Rumble, not the whole pay-per-view, just the match, if you do not find enjoyment in the insanity of that match, check your pulse, because you might be dead. That match is amazing. It's the best match of the year every year.
You're going to have 2 of them.
You're going to have 2 of them. There's a women's match. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This is a good year for you, Max. This is a really good year for you. The Royal Rumble.
This is, by the way, the event that got Emily into wrestling, by the way.
It's history in the making. History in the making.
Awesome.
It is the most famous match pretty much in wrestling. Basically, 30 men enter the ring, not at once. Throughout the course. Throughout the course of a match, it's segmented in. So it starts off with entrant 1, and there's 30 people in the match. They're all randomized in their entry order. No,
they're random.
It's random. So they all get a random number, random in quotes, because obviously it's
written.
It's a story.
It's chosen.
So the first 2 entrants enter and they wrestle, and then after I think 90 seconds, the next entrant.
I believe it's
while the other guys are in there wrestling.
Yes. Every 90 seconds, a new wrestler enters the ring.
Whoa!
And then the way you're eliminated from the match is you're thrown over the top rope and you land on the floor.
That's important, by the way. Top rope.
You can
unless you're Jericho and like to go underneath the rope
over the second rope. Or the first rope,
or the bottom. You can slip under the bottom and hide.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Done.
Jericho hid for like 50 minutes of the Royal Rumble.
He did last year, because that's how I watched it, and it was fucking awesome.
Okay,
he just hid on the sidelines for almost an hour.
So in the end, there could be like 30-ish people in this ring.
Usually,
but most likely not when Braun Strowman shows up.
Yeah, there's usually, so what they do is they usually stagger out the big guys, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's Kane. And Kane comes in and he chucks out like 6 dudes at once, and then that's kind of empty things, and then it piles up again, and then like 8 people team up and take out one of the big guys and throw the big guy over, and then another big guy comes in and chucks everybody out. I mean, it evens itself out. I'd say at most there's maybe 9 to 12 people in the ring at once at any one point in the match. Something
I
like
would
that.
say I'd say the most that can come out is 12 probably. I would say on average I'd say it's about like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm accurate about this though, but it's like the heavyweights, the cruiserweights, and mid-tier, everyone basically comes. It's a mixture of everybody.
Yeah, I don't think the cruiser.
I don't know. Yeah,
I saw Kalisto in the last event that I watched.
I'm not sure what they're
Enzo Amore got knocked out too.
I think it is all open. But it also is the chance for them to like introduce
and it people coming Raw and SmackDown.
NXT.
Correct?
Yeah, it's both. It's everybody.
And NXT. That's cool.
It's if they bring somebody up.
It's usually a way.
Although they introduced Ty Dillinger last year and he wasn't brought up yet. He was still doing NXT.
Yeah, because he had to enter, of course, at number 10 and whatever. That Royal Rumble is really cool. So here's the thing. The person who wins the Royal Rumble match, Max, the last person in the ring, the last person standing in the ring automatically main events WrestleMania, which means they are in the premier final match at WrestleMania.
So it's the PUBG of wrestling.
Yes, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's an over the top rope battle royale. Yeah, over 30 man over the top rope battle royal. Yeah. So whoever wins, gets to go on to face
John Cena,
the current champion. No, it's going to be Brock Lesnar. Brock
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Well, wait a minute. Wait.
No,
isn't Brock Lesnar fighting?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar will win a match.
Braun Strowman and Kane?
Yeah, here's what they're going to do. Kane's going to lose, and Braun Strowman will not get pinned to make Braun Strowman still look strong, and Lesnar will retain. That is the end of it.
Please don't do that.
So Lesnar will still be
Brock Lesnar. He's gone to the UFC,
Yeah.
He fought over there. So I'm familiar with the Brock.
So I feel comfortable enough in saying that Brock Lesnar will be the champ. Whoever wins the Royal Rumble, Max, will go on to face Brock Lesnar.
It'll probably be,
Likely.
I'm gonna
Quick question. Another quick question, because this concerned my girlfriend. Because of that match happening, does that mean that those two guys will not be in the Royal?
Yeah.
They will still be in the Royal.
No, I'm sorry. No, they will not. It's
Fuck.
No, they will not be in the Rumble.
They're the most exciting thing about it, because all of a sudden they come in and just throw 7 dudes out at one time.
Don't worry. I'm sure at one point in the match you'll hear, well, it's the big
If I do, I'll shoot myself.
Because well, here's the other cool thing about the Royal Rumble 2, Max, and you won't understand this part of it, but they use this as an event to kind of bring back people who haven't been around in a long time, or bring people in from other companies. For instance, AJ Styles, who's like the best wrestler in WWE right now, when he premiered a few years ago, it was at the Royal Rumble, and he showed up, and it's just like a normal thing. And then it's like 3, 2, 1, here comes the next entrant, and then they walk down, and it's holy crap, it's that guy. And so it's like a really good like marquee moment to like introduce a new character or introduce somebody who's coming back.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. They might bring up NXT people, which is pretty cool too.
Yeah,
that's how they're introduced. They play their song, and it's like, holy fuck, this person's coming.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
You guys know that I have a party going on that same day that I'm throwing because of the Royal Rumble, right? Did I tell you this?
I think so.
Did I tell you about the betting system?
Yes, I think I read about it.
I think you may have mentioned it to me. I don't
know if we mentioned it here in the show, but anyways, it's gonna be cool. If anybody's interested, get people. There's 30 numbers, so there's gonna be 30 participants.
You got as good of number to win as any, Max.
That's right.
Like it's always, I'd say 20. What 28's like the most common winner, isn't it, or something like that?
I think so. It has to be, because it can't. You're one. You're fucked.
Yeah, that's the thing though. So if you're number 30, Max, then obviously you got the best chance of winning or whatever, because you're coming in and
the ring's fresh and everyone else is tired.
Everyone else is there may be like 20 people who have been tossed out by that point. So that's the whole.
It's not really fair to number one then.
That's the point of the randomization of it though. Like everybody,
but it's not random because it's
no, it's random.
It's random, Max. Shut up. When the Undertaker comes out at number 30, that's just pure luck.
Look at the draw.
All right.
Sure. But if you're actually doing like what I'm going to do, which is we're going to put a bunch of numbers in a bowl, everyone's going to pick a number. They're going to put $10 in, and depending on who lasts the longest, maybe the actual winner, then they get the pot. So that's going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to make fun of everyone under 10.
That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be
cool.
Good. How many people are coming over for that? Do you know?
I think 15. So then people maybe be able to do 2 numbers each.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be nice.
That'd be enjoyable.
Yeah. Is Wrestling Power Minute over yet?
Yeah.
No.
Now we've explained that to you.
Now the last thing I want to say to you is that this is your chance to get, because what really gets you into wrestling is trying to predict the outcome of each match and who's going to come out and stuff like that. Okay. That's what makes wrestling really intriguing. Is because you're like, I bet you this happens, and then when it happens, you're like, yes, I was right. So predictable, man. And then when they don't do what you think, then you're like, wow, this is garbage, or it's kind of cool or something.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Normally it's like, screw you, Vince McMahon. I'm sick of these decisions.
Why is Kane in the main event or in the running for main event?
That still infuriates me too.
Yeah. So when are we going to complete my stipulation for this whole wrestling thing?
What is the stipulation? I forget.
Finishing Reverb.
Oh,
a masterpiece by Logan Moore. Because I do still have.
Can we do it on Valentine's Day?
I still have it.
We should do it on Valentine's
where we left off.
We should do it on Valentine's Day.
I'm looking to do it on Valentine's
I'm fine with that.
He walks over to his bed and lies down on it. He pulls his phone and headphones out of his pocket and puts the headphones into his ears and begins to play music while closing his eyes.
It's like you're reading out of his diary.
I love this game, The Last of Us.
Like, hey,
have you ever played Bloodborne?
It's like Wayne's World product.
It's great. So we got to finish that eventually. That'll be great.
Here's the thing about that. Those were the best parts we read. The rest of it's like kind of gets more serious.
It's awesome. I can't wait. I haven't read it.
I can
still
fuck it
on
up.
blind.
Don't worry.
I think his dad like
Give
punches
me more
him in the
female
face.
parts. I will fuck it up.
It's gonna be great. Oh my gosh, we'll get the smoky old device from Mario back. It'll be wonderful.
Hey, Han.
Hey, how's it going, George? Whatever the fuck your character's name was.
I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Max, I what were you telling me before the show started?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to set you up with a hot date.
All right,
dude.
Because if listeners remember, at my wedding, the three of these guys were at a table or at the table next to.
No, we were at the table.
You were at the table with someone, my friend Bethany and her family and stuff. And apparently, Michael told Logan he should have, and I quote, "macked on the girl" while at the wedding.
Is that an actual accurate reading?
I don't think we.
I don't know. You said something about macking.
I don't remember.
The verbiage mack.
I may have said Big Mac, but
I don't use.
I haven't used it in that context.
I don't use.
I only use that term when I'm talking about the film Mac and Me.
I probably said hooking up, or like.
I distinctly remember when you were telling me that you guys used
or
the verbiage
probably we
macking.
should have asked her to go on a nice dance on the dance floor.
There you go.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I've since passed this information along to Bethany.
Oh, no.
So,
yeah. What'd she say? What'd she say?
She thinks she thinks Logan is cute.
Dude, Logan's in.
Was it the eyes? Was it the blue eyes?
I will say,
just like she just said she didn't really talk to any of you because none of you were dancing, and she was dancing almost the whole night. Which I guess
she was
is
waiting, and she was waiting. She was waiting for you, Logan. Oh my god.
You're all so stupid.
But she's from Indiana, southern Indiana. But obviously she lives here now. She just graduated, got her bachelor's, and she's getting ready to go to school, get her master's. But she's going to be in Indiana for Christmas, just like I will be, and Logan will be, just because he lives there. And I'm trying to convince her that she needs to just make a little trip up a little further north into the state.
Just a little trip.
Go on a little double date / blind date here. And then Logan and her will fall madly in love.
I don't think it's a blind date. They've met each other.
I don't remember saying
exactly. So, and then they'll fall in love, and it'll be beautiful. And they'll get married.
And then they'll never see each other again because she's going to Arkansas or some shit.
Nah, she's going to UCF down here for her master's. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
So Logan,
you want to go to Florida? You want to go to
Logan can move to Florida. He can work for EA, the best company.
Well, they have already been paying me off for that Battlefront review, so it's like
they paid you for that review?
Yeah, there's got to be a different one they paid you for. I don't think anyone they paid for a review on Battlefront panned out. Those checks all bounced.
Yeah, those checks didn't clear.
So yeah, that's just what I was saying. So brought you up because I said I gotta go podcast with my guys who you need to go on a date with.
Wait, is she with you right now?
No, she's at Bethany lives at her house. She's the house I go watch.
That's what I mean. I didn't know if you were. Like,
Abby's getting brunch and getting her nails done with her tomorrow, so I could have her lay some more groundwork for you if you want me to.
Have her pop up with your show.
Go for dude. It's those baby blue eyes, dude. Look at
this. Is the most wingmanning anybody's done for me in a long time. Is she cute? I can't remember.
I can send you a picture of her.
Why can we discuss this on a
I don't know. That's weird. Don't do that.
Easily listen to.
We're doing it right now. It's happening.
Just send her a link to this podcast. Just send her a link to this podcast. Clip this part out. Ready?
What's the time?
Okay,
sorry.
This part out.
And go.
That's good. That's good.
I didn't realize you.
Hi, Bethany. I'm Logan. I think we met at the Max's wedding. I think we might have talked for a second.
Yeah.
You seemed cute. Supposedly you think I'm cute. So, hey, come up here and we'll go on a date with Max and Abby, your good friends who you watch The Walking Dead with.
You should stop watching The Walking Dead.
What's the timestamp on that?
I don't know, but there you go, Max.
Oh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Now I gotta go find timestamps.
Well, what is it at? What is it at right now?
I recorded a podcast.
22-ish minutes in.
Okay, so then just look a little bit before 22-ish minutes.
Yep. All right.
Just clip it out.
I'll send
Add
it to
a
her
wink.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Did you get the wink part, or do you need that again, Max?
You can wink again.
Okay. Make a GIF out of it.
There you go.
That was a terrible wink.
Jeez,
Do it
that's
again.
crazy.
No, it was a good one.
You're like nudging forward and
Yeah, it's very forceful.
And Bethany, if you got nothing else to do tomorrow, then you can listen to our Game of the Year deliberations on Millennium Games Week. I'm sure you'll enjoy that.
She will be at brunch with Abby getting.
Well,
her
then
nails
they
done.
could do that while they're on brunch, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we're
There
not
you
doing
go.
that live. Never mind. Next week, Wednesday, Game of the Year, Millennial Gaming Speak. There you go.
There you go, Logan. I just sent you a picture of Bethany so you can remember what she looks like.
Stop! Don't say that on the air. That's weird.
Thanks, Max. You're a good friend.
I don't think that's weird at all.
It's kind of weird.
Eh.
I could take a picture of myself.
I mean, I had to go to
and
Facebook.
right now,
I had to go to Facebook and it was fine. I just picked one.
Oh, you had to go to her personal Facebook and send it to Logan.
Yep.
This is getting weirder and weirder. I don't like the hole this is going down. We should stop.
See, here's the thing. I'm the one who feels the weirdest, so I'm just like, I've just totally leaned into it at this point.
It.
Why the heck not?
I assume we're segueing out of this.
Yeah, I was just gonna do a
Sure,
hard
man.
segue into
Okay,
Star Wars because
Real.
wait. Oh yeah, you wanted to ask something, so you.
I
Can
had a question that was on my mind.
Sure. Ask.
I don't know how far this will go, but Star Wars can probably take up the rest of our conversation.
Fucking
I just was thinking the other day.
Update. Bethany's cute.
Jesus.
I've been.
God.
I work really odd early hours, and I get to listen to stuff in the morning. And I was listening to some stand-up specials at the beginning of my work and stuff, and it kind of got me thinking about. I was just curious what you guys like. What things you've thought of that you think you could do, but you've never done and probably won't, like. And the way this kind of ties in is like one thing I've always thought like would be kind of cool or fun to do would be to try stand up, but like what would happen is the crowd would turn into Michael and just make fun of me while I'm up there. And
yeah, but that could be your thing, dude.
Just have people make fun of me.
That's hilarious.
That's fun,
dude. What the comedy is it's a stand up duo, and there's a plant in the crowd, and the whole routine is you playing off of the person in the crowd that you've.
I pay for someone to be out there.
That actually sounds like a really crazy Sarah Silverman bit where she just fucking wrecks a dude and the guy leaves, and that's the bit. Nothing else.
And show bow. Thank you. That's like one thing I've always thought would be kind of like fun that I don't know could do, but I probably never will do. And I was just curious if you guys like have things that you've thought of like. I could do that, but I haven't or won't. Or
I think I do that, but I do it here, and it's safer, and there's not a crowd, and there are, I guess, people that do watch, and then I could just make jokes with you guys.
Yeah,
but being in front of a crowd
specifically doesn't have to be stand up. Just like, is there something out there that you thought like? Logan over here writing scripts. Like I can make a great show called Reverb.
Is this something that we would be able to do? Like we have the skill to do it, or is this just something?
Or you think you could have the skill to do it? Like I think.
Like, you think you're funny?
Or coaching, exactly. See, that's the bit. I think that could turn into something. I think like the thing I could build off of. I think I have funny stories from like working at Kmart or other things. And I've even thought of like writing that into a book or something. I even have a title for it, but I think I just have.
What's the title of this book? The Blue Light Special?
No, close. Retail therapy.
Okay, that wasn't that close.
Yeah, that was.
I don't use that Kmart. Just like working in retail, but sharing the stories because it's therapeutic. So I thought retail therapy would be kind of a funny title.
That's not too bad.
That's good.
That's as far as that project.
Better than Reverb. You guys think if I tried to sell the script to Reverb to the Weinstein Company, they'd accept it because they're really hurting right now?
You should actually, just for fun, just send it out and see if you can get it made.
Mario's like, dear God, what?
Please do it. Honestly,
yeah, I don't think so.
Just do it just for fun.
Listen, if the room exists, your script can exist.
Yeah, it's true.
If you've learned anything from the disaster,
what a story, Mario.
And in like 20 years or whatever, you'll get a movie made after the terrible process of you making
14
Reverb.
years, actually.
I don't know when The Room
now
came out.
there's a wide release.
I
If you
love
want to
that.
watch in the theater, you can see The Room in fucking wide
The
release
Room
right now.
January 10th. Go see The Room in a theater near you
Jesus.
because what the heck is going on with the world, dude? Trump's president, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out. The Room is in theaters nationwide. What?
What year is it?
Apparently 2018. This is the year we've been
Goddamn.
waiting for. Freaking.
You know, I remember this time last year, like, fuck this year. Now 1 year later, like, fuck this year again.
We're getting like so far into like things are getting steadily worse, but they're getting worse at I don't know. There's this weird inverse graph where like the worse things get, the more like crazy, just like wacky they get at the same time. Like I think those two are in
sync?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to say something deep here, but I don't know. I don't think
no, it just sounds like the craziness comes in a wave, and now we're waiting for the next wave. 2018 might be the beginning of that again.
Yeah.
It's just more cartoonish now.
It is like cartoon. It's like the freaking.
Oh my god, you're not kidding.
It's like what's that movie with where everybody just becomes really dumb? No, that's coming out.
Cool Town?
One with Brad Pitt.
World?
No, Idiocracy or whatever.
Oh, Idiocracy. Yeah,
It's
by
like
Mike Judd.
Yeah, in the future.
Yes, the fucking the Gatorade.
Yeah, is it the Gatorade with the electrolytes or
Yeah,
something?
they gotta water the plants. They got electrolytes.
Anyway, though, is there like stuff that you guys think that you could kind of do?
I actually have thought of stand-up before as well. In that same vein, anytime I think of stand-up though, I'm like, all right, but what's my routine? And then it goes no further than that thought because I'm like, wait. I'm not good at that. I think what I'm funny at, I've realized, like when I am funny or whatever, is just being quick-witted and playing off of things other people say, and that's why I think it works. Like you on this
maybe we can do that planner thing, you and me.
There we go. That's how we do it. I don't know if I'm naturally funny enough to just stand up in a crowd and be like, "Hey, here's some jokes I wrote." I don't think I'm not good at that. But I can play off things and make references to other stuff that might be funny or something like that. I don't know. I don't think
I feel the same thing where I feel like I could play off anything, but at the same time, it's like I can't think of anything where I'm like, this is my pre-planned thing. I don't think I can execute it on that way like most people do.
Yeah,
anytime. I think I'm the other way around. I feel like I could plan something, but I'm not very. I don't think I play off people very well.
Planned a weird coup with when you proposed for your girlfriend, or your girlfriend at the time. But
a coup? I planned a coup.
Yeah, with the cameras and the wedding.
Oh, like I stealthy, yeah, like
stealth that shit. I have an idea you could plan some creepy ass shit.
It's just a wedding ring buried in mulch.
Yeah, while your uncle takes photos of you, because that's the thing you guys do.
Yeah.
The other thing,
that's the kind of family we are.
When I've always thought of like stand-up comedians too, and just like thought about how they maybe construct their specials or their stand-up routine or whatever, I think the through line with most comedians, at least those who are like really, really, really good, is that they view the world so much differently than everyone else around them. And I don't think I have a view like that. Because like, look at somebody like even Jerry Seinfeld, for instance, where he could do what's with insert anything right here, and he could like make it funny somehow. And he's thought through the intricacies of just the most average Monday everyday item, and just starts picking apart how it's weird and stupid that we do some certain thing with this object. I don't know, stuff like that. Like that people, a lot of comedians think those things through like 10 times more than I ever do, where I'm just like, oh, this is a car key. Jerry,
do you think a part of that is just because we still haven't experienced so much, and so we're still not open enough for that type of stuff? Like I constantly think about that, where I'm like, am I experiencing life yet? To the point where I'm like, do I know enough to have an opinion on something?
I think you do.
Yeah, for sure. At this point, I mean, you've lived like a third of your life probably, or I mean,
gosh, why you gotta make it sound so like it's close to the end?
I mean, I've lived like a third.
Jeez.
I've lived like a third or a fourth of my life, probably.
I don't know. That's like in the 80s. That's not that bad, dude. Good job.
Yay.
I mean, for me, I don't think I'm a funny person, so I'll never do stand up. But I legitimately would have thought I would have been a musician, but
yeah,
that obviously didn't work out. So, although like it could have, if I was not getting married and I was
stupid
not
Amber
in a serious relationship,
holding me back,
and if I didn't like having a steady income at all, there have been opportunities that have arisen like fairly recently that could have
to be a male stripper.
Yes, but to do music professionally, and I just didn't take it. Yeah. I can't do it. I don't practice enough anymore, and I don't know. It makes me sad, but yeah, like that, because that's like I had been doing that since I was 7. So I mean that was definitely a passion of mine before this stuff, or before
stupid Amber.
Before no,
is it primarily having a relationship and having need of a steady income, or is it also because of not having the resources or the space to do it?
It's more space, because I'm a drummer, so
yeah,
I don't really have space to practice. I've actually been looking at electronic drums because I've been hating not being able to play drums.
Yes.
Because I could always play guitar. I have a guitar too, but I don't really know how to play guitar. I just make it up as I go.
Anyone can play guitar.
That's true. Anybody can play drums too. You just gotta practice. Anybody
just gotta bang stuff with the stick.
Yeah. So I don't know. And that is in my mind the only thing I think I'm actually good at, and I don't do it anymore. So it's just kind of disheartening.
Dude, you know what I think I'm good at? Nothing.
Dude.
I'm being dead serious too. I don't know what I'm like really good at.
Like I don't think I'm very good at drums anymore because I haven't played in probably like a year and a half. But like I could pick up sticks and just play, I guess. But I'm definitely not as good as I was probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah. So,
like playing La Villa Strangiato or something like that, which I was doing, and now I definitely can't do that anymore. So yeah, it's I don't know. It kind of sucks.
You could play that on guitar or drums.
On drums.
Oh, okay. I thought you said guitar for some reason for a second.
No, the most complicated thing I've ever been able to play on guitar is probably something by The Strokes. I don't know.
Quick rush aside, didn't they record La Villa Stringato in one take?
Yeah, I think so.
Insane like that.
Yeah, they also recorded a lot of that. I think Hemispheres was recorded. Parts of it were recorded outside. So
Rush is crazy, dude.
Yeah, they got that. I know all the acoustic parts were recorded outside.
For reference, non-Rush boys, La Villa Stringato is like a 9-minute song, and there's like 5 different phases to it that all sound like almost totally different from one another.
But it goes into each other so well. It's amazing. It's just instrumental too. And
that was Reeling in the Years.
Oh, and speaking of
oh my god, you guys came back.
I was gonna say I pitched that show today on Behind the Pixel that I recorded, and I was like,
did you actually do that today?
Yeah. And I was like, Reeling in the Years is there. It might come back. We've had a couple celebrity deaths, so I don't know what that show back into high gear.
You know, I don't actually know what show you're talking about. Did you say Behind or Beneath the Pixel?
God, just stop it.
Hey, can our New Year's resolution for this podcast / brand be that we please create the Beneath the Pixel T-shirt?
I want that to be a thing.
Can we please do that?
Yeah.
I like if there's one thing we do associated with this stupid website podcast garbage we do, I want it to be
It's the one joke that I could say every time and I laugh about it. I don't know why.
Because it visibly upsets Max every time we say it. That's why.
Look at him. He's so fucking triggered right now. It's so great.
How was that recording, by the way, Max? I know fun. I could just ask you afterwards or listen to it.
Fun. It was fun. I also reached out to Jeff Keighley. I emailed him today. So
Jeff Keighley of the Keighley's fame.
Yes. Of the Keighley household. The Keighley name.
That show's on CBS, the Keighley's.
It's a great drama.
Just attach. You should have attached just a clip from Millennial Gaming Speak a few weeks back where we put him on the Mount Rushmore of gaming journalists and be like, "Hey, here's our thoughts on."
I thought you would want me to put the part where we described his intimate relationship with Hideo Kojima, where they hold hands and stare at each other's eyes during breakfast.
I think he'd appreciate it.
Clip that.
Probably. He loves his bromance with Hideo.
He seems like a really nice guy. Or he kind of was a really nice guy. I met him. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we both did. I forgot about that too.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, he's a nice dude.
He's Canadian. So, yeah.
I've also kind of thought like I could write a book, which is closer to my wheelhouse, because journalism, so writing. I guess I'm qualified. I feel like that's something I could do. I would love to be an author, and thanks to Amazon, it's even easier to do that than ever.
I am actually an Amazon author. You can buy my you can buy my MySpace ramblings. I believe it's still available for 99.
No way. What? No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a blog. I had a blog on MySpace that were awful and very emo and stupid. And I copied and pasted and I put it in a book and I posted it to Amazon.
Okay, so when I look at Mario Rivera, the first thing that pops up is Dr. Mario H. Rivera.
Hold on, I gotta find. Type in "Ramblings of a Madman." See if that pulls up.
Ramblings of a Madman, great title. Yeah,
dude, very original. Very original, dude.
Ramblings
of a Madman.
I
better see like a bump. Just like.
I mean.
We don't have to stop the show to look this up.
No, I'll continue. I'll continue on this.
Harry, while I hunt this down.
It's my face. It's a picture of my face.
I'll continue on this thought process because speaking of writing books and speaking of Amazon novels, and consider like literally anybody can write a novel and get some money for it. I have seriously.
I don't know about the second part, getting money for it.
You can sometimes. Anything can go viral now, Max. And things that go viral are things that suck. And I've not like when I say considered.
So Reverb is gonna be novelized.
No. When I say consider, I mean like this thought has kicked around in my head, and I'm like, that would be funny if I did that. And I have thought of writing a very short romance story,
a novella,
kinky. Like
do it
potentially.
Yeah, you got that stuff floating around in your head.
I think it would be fun. I just think it would be funny.
Okay, Ramblings of a Madman's Mind, which is a picture of someone that looks very bad. Is it Ramblings of a Madman? That's it?
I believe that's correct. I don't remember the.
You don't know the name of your own book?
Of my own book? Hold
on, it might be easier to search.
Published author, and you don't even know it.
I wrote it though. I swear to God.
When I was maybe 6 years ago, I was trying to write short stories, and I'm just really bad at it. I don't know how to write. I'm a bad writer.
Ooh. Oh no. Your book is called The Words Inside Me.
Oh no.
Dude. And it is the cringiest book cover. It cost a whopping $1.
Please screenshot it, throw it in our Discord real quick. I need to see this.
Hey,
or just drop a link.
I'll buy this book.
It's in this chat right here.
Is it physical?
It's Kindle. It's Kindle. You can get it for $1, or it's free with Kindle Unlimited if you have it. It is 20 pages long. It is published by Mario Rivera, January 19th, 2012.
Wait a second.
Okay, hold on. This is the featured image for this episode. For sure.
The Words Inside Me, Words and Poems.
Oh no.
The cringiest dedication. I dedicate this book to my grandmother who pasted many years ago.
Pasted?
Passed. I guess it's pasted, I guess. So there's a typo and a very serious dedication, so I apologize if I'm making fun of your grandmother. A chapter of my life, high school ramblings. Each section.
Oh no, are you reading the book now?
It's as far as I get. Each section that you will read in this book was originally a blog post from my MySpace back when I was in high school. I haven't read these entries in a long time.
I'm reading it with you.
They are rough. but they are honest. Raw personal emotions
Raw,
that found a outlet for expression. Here now is a look inside a 17-year-old mind in 2007, and that's where the end of the sample gets us.
10 years ago.
That's the end of that's when it was written. It was published in 2012.
Guys, I think we need to read this instead of Reverb Part 2.
Hold
need
on
to do this.
Hold on, though. We do have to finish Reverb. Don't get me out of that. But yes, you also have to read this because this is a gem. This
I'm gonna buy this.
I'm gonna buy this. I have my Kindle right here in my hand. I'm going to buy this book right now. Mario, you're about to get some money.
Okay, Mario? Yeah, Mario, you're about to make like 20 cents or whatever it is.
That's so good. That's hilarious. Well, that is probably the My Chemical Romance song you listened to when you wrote this.
Oh my god, you can pick a charity to donate, so you should give it to them instead.
Oh yeah, this is.
I'm so glad we found this. This is awesome. You're published.
It's a first edition.
It's a first edition Kindle copy. Yeah,
I love your cover.
Like, oh my god! Should we use this as the cover this week, or should we save it for when we read it?
My favorite part of the cover. My favorite part of the cover is you could see the box that you're supposed to stretch the words
out. You can? Oh my god! Like, dude, this is out there.
I just bought it. It's downloaded on my Kindle right now.
Oh my god.
You have now joined the esteemed authors in my library, such as Blake Harris, Dan Reichert, Jason Schreier, and Mario Rivera.
Oh my god, dude.
Also Stephen King. So there you go.
Yeah. That's some good company.
Oh man.
Here we go, guys. The words inside me.
Oh my gosh! Wait, are we reading this right now?
No, we need to dedicate a whole podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
Hold on. I'm just gonna give us a tease.
Yeah, give us.
Oh, so page 1 is actually a picture of Mario getting a massage from someone. What the heck book is this?
Logan, you know that kinky book you wanted to write?
I'm about to read some smut.
Inspiration.
This is my room. Get famous from
Chapter 1 or page 1 or entry 1, whatever it is. I'll just read this first page. The Rambles of a Romantic.
Ooh. Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh,
I ramble.
I'm
I'm going to include typos as well, if there is one.
Please do.
I ramble.
Great if Abby read this.
I'll send it.
Abby was a part of the reading episode. Okay.
Okay, here we go. The Rambles of a Romantic. I ramble at the thought of you listening to me. Period.
That's it?
Hold on. No, there's a ton more. As the words spill out of my mouth like a broken glass filled of hopes, dreams, promises. I ramble because you take my breath right out of my lungs and leave me mindless and searching. It's so obvious you copy and pasted this because the margins are all screwed up. Like sentences are not flowing together that should flow together. Like there's like breaks in the paragraph structure. You can totally tell you copy and pasted all of this directly. And it was not the same format and you should have like re-spaced it out, but you didn't. Anyway, continue. You are the warmth that my icy heart doesn't deserve, but wants. Listening to your does nothing but excite me more. Your laughter is a soothing drug. The more I consume it, the more I hear it. The more intoxicated I become by it. It allows me to know that I must be doing something right. The thought of me making you happy brings out the waterworks in me. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Single droplets fall from my eyes, sliding slowly down to my cheeks. I fall down to my knees. Looking down, the tears are now on the floor.
Okay.
I start to feel the warmth again.
I had to mute
You
myself.
gotta save the rest of this, man.
This is only the first page.
This is only for
There's only 20 pages. This is 20.
a lot of pages.
I raise
What if we did?
I raise my
audiobook.
I raise my hand to my cheek to find that you have beaten me to it. The warmth is coming from your soft fingers against my skin.
Jeez, this is like
I
Logan,
smile.
I think you found your
Hold on,
inspiration.
this is it. I smile and being to laugh. Colon parentheses, smiley face.
Colon parentheses.
Mario.
Okay,
Oh.
here's where it gets really middle schooly. Metro station is playing in the background.
Oh my god.
Your fingers slide to my chin and lift my head up to where
Is this still this first page?
Yeah.
Oh.
And lift my head up to where WEAR. Our eyes are now locked on to each other's. You're smiling. You're happy. You whisper.
Oh my gosh. How much?
Last line. You're smiling. You're happy. You whisper. Why so serious?
Dang, dude.
Oh my god.
Entry number 2 is called The
No.
Cry.
This is
Okay,
something.
hold on.
So this is something.
Mario, do you remember who you wrote that about?
I think I do. It has to be it has to be someone who I dated in high school at the time. Maybe
You don't have to name names.
You don't have to name him. I'm
Yeah, you
just
don't have
curious
to
if
name
you
her name.
remember.
Yeah, I think it's the first girlfriend. If I remember.
Tell you what, those
Something-
words weren't inside you, though. That's for sure.
Mario. Something that I want to
So
do.
you are ranked as far as Amazon bestsellers rank. You are 3,961,004. But listen, you've got some impressive numbers. I think you are 829 under the subsection Kindle Store, ebooks, arts, photography, art, history, regional, United States. So somehow this qualifies as art history.
Whoa.
You are 3,491 in short reads, 30 minutes, so 12 to 21 pages,
You should
arts
have
and photography.
never told us this, Mario. You should have never told us this.
And then you have some really large number in just art history, art literature. This is incredible.
Mario. What I want to do with this is I want to reformat it so then the spacing isn't terrible and re-release the book.
Second edition.
Second edition.
Wow.
Only-
We have to read this. This
Yeah,
is
that's-
definitely got to be one of
I wouldn't mind if we did like a whole like audible version of like
Can
for
we
everyone
publish
take
on
a
Book
Audible?
of it? Yeah.
That'd be great.
like everyone does read their own section of it.
But we couldn't do it through the podcast. We'd have to record our own.
Well, it could be an
thing.
episode, but it would it
It would have to be like a separate project. We'd probably have to do.
Yeah. But that would be actually amazing, though. We should do that.
We should
just
just get
really
a bunch of
bad
friends
ones
together.
guys.
Because we could do like audio tracks.
get-
We could do
hold
like
on.
rain pouring in the background as we're reading it.
Like Metro Station is playing in the
like-
background. You all of a sudden like fade in a Metro Station song.
song, just like bow, bow, bow,
Yeah, we should do that. And
That's
Mario, do you ever get into talking about some kinky things?
I don't remember.
Are some of those words inside of
This
you
is-
in that book?
This is
I'm
what's
pretty
great
sure I
about
may
this.
have used the C word at one point, but I don't remember anything else.
Whoa.
Oh.
I may have called someone who scorned me a C word, which, yeah, sorry about that, lady.
Goodness.
Oh, it's
I
no
like
big
that
deal. It's
you're-
not like you didn't publish a novel about her. Or
No,
anything.
of course not.
This is great.
God.
I'm a published author.
Well, that was
You
interesting.
beat me to it.
We've learned that Mario has dreamed of becoming an author, and he did, and that's good. And Max wants to do stand up, and Michael wants to make music, and I don't know what I want to do.
What's the moral of the story?
I don't know.
That's
We're
incredible.
bad at everything we do.
We're all really bad at everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the moral of this story.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
wrap
man,
up
it hurts.
because we're not going to do better than that.
I was gonna say we can't peak.
like we should just stop while we're ahead because it'll be like, oh, so you guys saw Star Wars? So there's no point.
We'll talk about Star Wars next time.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like if
Can we like
to death at this point?
Can we like end the episode and then off air still talk about Star Wars, or
we could do that if you would like to, Mario. We could definitely do that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
It's still maybe still recorded. I don't know.
In order to do that, we have to leave. So,
Yes.
as always, you can find everything that we do over at modelcitizensmedia.com. That's where all of our podcasts are. That's where Beneath the Pixel is.
You guys suck.
You guys, you can find Reeling in the Ears over there. Maybe there'll be some new episodes soon. And you can also find Millennial Gaming Speak, which is going to be a big episode next week. This week's was bad. But you can find next week is going to be our Game of the Year stuff. And that is going to be a long podcast that the four of us are recording tomorrow. So if you like listening to all of us, then we will be back with that one tomorrow. We're recording that one tomorrow. I mean, bright and early. Yeah. Look for that next week. Wednesday is when it will upload. Wednesday, the 27th of December. So look for that. And it'll be on YouTube as well. You can also follow us on Twitter. You can follow us at Model Pods on the Twitters. You can also, I'm sorry. It's been a very long time. I'm out of the groove with this one. You can follow Max. He's on Twitter at Max the White. You can follow Michael. He's on Twitter at super_ruse. You can follow published author Mario Rivera. Can you please put that on your Twitter?
Author of the 3,000th best art history book.
Dude, it's seriously, Michael, thank you for pointing out that the text box thing was still on that cover. That was amazing.
I can't believe that, dude.
You can follow Mario. He's at that Mario Rivera, and you can follow me at Moreman12, where I will be live tweeting this upcoming blind date that I supposedly might have. I actually won't do that. But wait, okay. One more quick side.
Quick aside.
If we do that, Max, where are we going?
I have no idea because she'd have to drive up, and I don't know the likelihood of that.
I could go to that like arcade
drive
down the street from here. That's kind of
gonna have a car.
I mean, I have a car.
Logan has a car.
I have to clean it out.
Yeah,
but I have a car.
I don't know. I'll send her your date pitch. We'll
Stephanie,
see what happens.
just let me know what you want to do. All right, that work? Cool. We'll talk about it then. Text me or something. No.
Oh, gosh, I'll send her the date pitch and we'll go from there.
Slide into the DMs. You know how this works.
You're gonna lose points real quick if you keep going.
I don't know how any of this works. I haven't dated anybody in a really long time. Anyway, follow me on Twitter. I'm at Moreman12. This is a good episode.
This is great.
Oh my god!
I can say that this was a good episode. It's better than talking about movies like we do 80% of the time.
Oh, Mario, this is. Thank you for that. I can't wait to give you $1 in a moment.
I honestly don't even know about
how much do you get from this?
Nothing. I received nothing.
How do you receive nothing?
I have to check if it's tied to my Amazon account or not. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't even remember how I did it. I just did it. I said, "Fuck it, I'm putting this out there."
It's in the cloud.
Must have been drunk.
We will be back next week. This show is going to be back every week from now on. We're not missing anymore. If one of you guys can't record, sorry, you're out. We're recording without you. I'm talking to you four, not our listeners at home. Anyway, we'll be back next week with episode number 35. Until then, take it easy. Have a great one. See you.
Peace.